What's going on, everybody? Tom Kwiat here, live and amplified. I hope you all having an absolutely amazing day. We are back with another music video critiques, and today we're taking a look at Cowboy Sh by Karley Scott Collins. Really excited to jump into this one and see what it's about. Living here in Texas over the last 6 years or so. Cowboy Sh sounds like a good music video, so excited to jump in and see what's going on here. Just before we do that, though, make sure you give us a like, a follow, a subscribe, all that fun stuff. Live and Amplified could sure use your help. We're trying to grow this channel this year as we approach our 10-year anniversary, which we will put out more videos moving forward about that, and we'll go from there. But yeah, let's jump into this music video critique of Cowboy Sh by Karley Scott Collins. All right, little side note, and this may just be my computer, but I feel like this format might be a little off, but may just be how it's appearing on my computer. But that being said, interesting opening shot. Okay. That's actually, this shot right here, you'd be surprised how hard it is to pull this shot off. Like, the lighting has to be spot on to pull this shot off to get the perfect silhouette like that. So kudos to whoever shot this on that one. And the fact that even the close-up of the lasso, the guy holding the lasso, even though that wasn't going for the silhouette, that's still really well lit in the eye. Yes, it was dark, he was dark, but the fact that you could still pick up definition and giving the essence that it's supposed to be dark outside, but you can still pick up definition on his hand slightly. Not a whole lot of definition, but it's there. But anyways, continue.
Another notch in your belt full of hearts. Gonna leave her in the morning, but you love her in the dark. Ooh, you think you're an outlaw, and no one ever sees you coming. But ooh, I've ran with some wild ones, and baby, let me tell you something. Got a pistol in the glove box, still so on the gas. Don't need no one for nothing, daddy raised me like that. Know how to love and leave 'em, baby, I don't get attached. Get on ropes and good and make it hurt real bad.
All right, so thought, whatever. I feel like it's a lot of the same basic kind of shots. Like, for me, this shot right here needs to be a full band shot in my head, because like, you got the silhouette shot that looks really cool, and I think if you've got the cutaway of the cowboy riding around and all that stuff, that's cool, and the girl kind of walking in the weeds, I'm whatever. But I feel like this shot right here needs to be like a full band, or with a guitar player or something. Like, it needs a little bit more.
No trouble you can cause, I ain't been in. Yeah, it takes one to know one. I call it how it is, and that's some cowboy shit.
Because this is giving me a lot of same shot vibe. This feels a little bit more like a visualizer than a music video, because there's nothing really moving the story along. It's just a lot of performance shots, and with a song like Cowboy, I'll pause this really quick. With a song like Cowboy Sh, you'd think instead of just like doing a bunch of riding, it'd be a lot more cowboy shit, because there's more to cowboy shit than just riding a horse. I'm not a cowboy, and even I know that, but my thoughts, let's keep it pushing.
I got a pistol in the glove box, still so on the gas. Don't need no one for nothing, daddy raised me like that. Know how to love and leave 'em, baby, I don't get attached. Get on ropes and good and make it hurt real bad. Ain't no trouble you can cause, I ain't been in.
See, now, okay. Now it's starting to pick up a little bit, which is interesting. Like, I wanted to see more of the last, like a little bit ago that you had the shot of, let me see if I can find it here. You had the shot of Homeboy doing the lassoing. Maybe, yeah, there it is. So you had this shot. I wanted to see more stuff like this, but like actual action shots, not just like vague, like, oh, he's roping or throwing a lasso or getting ready to throw a lasso or whatever. Like actual action shots. And I think if you intercut that a little bit more and made it more present in the music video instead of just like oh, hey, we're going to cut away to this to kind of transition from this to this. Like, I wanted, this needs to be the full vibe of the music video. This needs to be the story, the mover, the narrative behind the music video. And to an extent, as of right now, we're a minute 58 in. To an extent, it kind of is, but it feels like a B plot because it's just kind of getting lost in a bunch of similar shots. But anyways, my thoughts. But I do like that shot. Hold on, let's back that up. Let's pause that really quick. That was kind of a cool shot. Not kind of a cool shot. This is a cool shot. Not that we were just there. Hold on a minute. Yep, this one. Because it's kind of moving and they're playing with the dimensions there. This music video is shot really well. Let's put it that way. I just feel like they were under some kind of time crunch that they weren't like really able to explore the bounds of this music video, if that makes sense. You know, they weren't really able to, you know, play with it. I feel like they either had a limited budget and was like, okay, we have a day on this ranch, we get what we get, or it was, hey, singles dropping in 3 weeks, we need to have a music video. We don't have time to do a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I get it. I know how the industry is. I know how the music business is. And right now, music videos are starting to make a comeback, but they're not always that priority. They're sometimes still kind of like an afterthought of the industry where it's like, oh, well, you know, music videos are cool, but you don't need one. You need a visualizer. You don't need a music video. Yes, you do. Right now, it's coming back. Music videos are so freaking important right now. It's not even funny. But that being said, it is what it is. Love this shot. It plays with the dimensions a little bit. Honestly, I'd be a little bit more intrigued if it was this shot throughout the entire music video. If they would have, like, because to me, I would have broken this music video down into 3 things. It would have been a singing shot like this where she's just singing, a performance shot where it's like a full band, and I think you could have done that in the horse arena where the cowboy's kind of riding his horse around. I thought that would have kind of been a really cool visual where you had like a more of a performance shot of like a band, a drummer, guitar player, bass player, you know, and then the singer, you know, just kind of done it that way. That'd have been really cool. And then some of the cinematic shots, and you would have simplified the music video as far as the edit and what you had available, but you would have also made it look a lot more dynamic because up until now, the two previous singing shots are her standing in the middle of the horse arena, but then they also had that one where she's in like the white dress or whatever, and she's just kind of walking up and down the lengths of the pin. They look a little too similar. This shot looks completely different. Like, I love this shot. If this was the shot, it gives off the vibe of cowboy shit. It gives off that vibe. Had they stayed with this shot, I'd be fucking out of my mind right now. So, let's keep it going. Now that's cool. Oh yeah, and then the silhouette shot. Like, I think that silhouette shot, like, because I think that silhouette shot, use it a little bit more sparingly. Like, I like it, I really enjoy it, but if you rely on it too heavy, you know, kind of is what it is. But I think they have the right idea in this music video, and it's almost there. It's almost right there. But, you know, it is what it is. So let's keep it going. Dude, that shot is so freaking cool, and it's hard to do because you got a horse running full tilt and you got to fucking keep up with it in a vehicle of some sort where you've practically got to be on a road, because if you're on the side of the... Oh, I feel like I'm going to miss something here, so let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. This shot is so freaking hard because they're shooting it. Normally you'd shoot this on a dolly situation, but because you got two horses running full tilt, you can't get your dolly going fast enough, so you got to do it on a car. Well, cars, you kind of got to do it on the road. Like, I mean, they could have probably came up here and got on the grass or whatever, but it was going to look like shit unless you had like a gimbal or a stabilizer or something that was like really fucking good that could handle that. You have to be on the road. And even on the road, I guarantee you they're still using some kind of gimbal or stabilizer. But this is cool. I like this shot. It's a really nice action shot. You could tell they're struggling with it a little bit because the color grading's a little off, and it's very saturated and very the contrast is very high, because I guarantee you they were trying to fix it in post. They were trying to fix the color grading in post, and it was just kind of like, it's moving so fast 90% of the people ain't gonna even notice. But I noticed because that's kind of my fucking job. But anyways, let's keep it going. See, because like you look at that shot, you look at this shot and see how rich and warm and all that stuff is. The previous shot, it's so oversaturated and so high contrast that I guarantee you what they did was they had to bring the exposure up because they couldn't put their camera settings for a shot like that the way they wanted to. So they probably what they did was they set the exposure too high, and now they're trying to bring it down in post, which is why it's kind of got a little bit more of a grainy look to it. That's cool. See, I feel like this music video is kind of starting to find its footing as we get to the end here, where it's finding its pacing and it's working. I'm not a fan. Like, this shot looks cool, but I don't think we need this shot. I think having her involved in the cowboy shit instead of having this shot is fine. Like, I think if you use the silhouette as her solo performance, or as one of her solo performances, and then you have the bit where she's up against the horse pen as like the two like solo singing performances, and then the band performance inside the horse pen. Those three shots are dynamic enough that it doesn't look like the same shot. It gives it a completely different feel, and then intercut it with the cowboy shit shots. We're going to call it cowboy shit shots. I feel like you got a really well-balanced music video. I feel like this is just like, it doesn't need to be there. But anyways, let's keep it going. Cowboy shit. See? Oh, dude, that shot was fucking sick. Damn. All right. So, man, I feel bad talking shit about this music video because it was so well shot. There were a couple of minor issues as far as like shooting, but honestly, I couldn't have done anything different, because when you're dealing with a fucking horse running 20 miles an hour or however fast they were going, and you got to keep up with that shit, as long as it's in fucking focus, you're winning. Like, at that point, like, do what you got to do to get the shot, and as long as it's not like stupid blown out or stupid underexposed, and you're just getting the shot and figure it out in fucking post, I get it. Like, those shots are stupid hard to pull off, especially when you're probably under the gun and you're trying to hit time marks because you've only got a day, and it's like, okay, we've got a day, boom, 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 we got to hit these marks, and you don't have time for second retakes or third retakes or fourth or fifth or sixth. You know, you get it. But the fact that where I think they shot too many scenes, like I think they could have cut one scene back and given themselves a little bit more time in certain areas, and it would looked really cool. Like, as the music video went on, it kind of found its pacing. It kind of found everything that it needed. But the beginning introduced some stuff that they kind of had to keep in there, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. So, that being said, shot really well. I've said that from the beginning, and I'm going to stand on that. It was shot very well. Kudos to whoever shot it. But I feel like it was kind of overshot in a lot of places at the end of the day. I think you could have stripped it back a little bit. And I know a lot of people are kind of mixed about, oh, you don't need a full band shot. If it's a full band song, I think you kind of do. So, but that's just me, my thoughts, my opinions. We'll keep it pushing. Y'all have a great one. If there's a music video you'd like me to check out and critique and give my opinions on and feedback, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Let me know. Also, please feel free to like and subscribe and share and all that fun shit. Let me know. Comment section below. What did you think of this music video? Am I being too harsh on it? Am I not being harsh enough? What did you think? Let me know. But once again, we'll catch you all later.